This is a Great Western Railway service to London Paddington.
Hello and welcome back, I'm Mike.
And I'm Ryan.
And today we have something a little different for you. Not unboxing.
No unboxing.
As you've guessed by this long intro, which I wanted to make because it was a cool little travel vlog. Because we were invited to the Konami offices for the YuGiOh Community Day. The first ever, I believe, in Europe, I think.
It's really cool.
It is really cool. The fact they know us and go, hey, that's YuGiOh. And we're like, yeah, it is. That's weird. Still, they took us in, they kind of gave some food, which is nice. Got some food, I like food.
You got
good.
food.
I got food. You didn't get anything. Well, yeah. I've given you some stuff.
You did give me stuff.
But, yeah, the concept is essentially they want to chat with the community, talk to the community, get feedback from the community about the product of YuGiOh. And, which is a very good thing, in all honesty. Cause
yeah, it's cool that they're like reaching out to at least content creators of YuGiOh to like find out and try to listen to some of the feedback that the creators have, and maybe things their own communities have picked up on.
Yeah. So they took us to our offices. They took us to their offices even. Which they're now little sectioned off studio for these type of events, which they said they will be holding a few more throughout the year. So that could be interesting.
Really cool.
Those. I don't know if we'll get invited back, but we shall see on that one. But I think the main thing for that day is kind of getting to know them, then getting to know us, doing the Christmas tree,
meeting other creators.
so there's a bit of networking going on, which is cool. I'll put links to those guys in the bottom there. There's like, I think 4 others.
It's cool.
But I think the main focus of the day, I don't think it was meant to be, but it really was, because we were all that interested in it, was the speed duels.
The new format.
The new
game coming out.
Little like duel links, essentially.
Physical duel links, if you want to be pedantic about it.
Apparently the guys there, they saw duel links come out of Japan, they saw how well it was doing, like, hey, this is kind of cool. Why don't we do a physical version of this as a new starting point as such for new players? Because, you know, trying to get into the main game now, it just blows your mind with how much stuff is going on.
There's so much to learn. Like, for people like me and you, and the other creators and other, long-term players, we just know this. We know how it works most of the time.
We still question things every now and again.
But like for new people, it is an undertaking.
It really is. So this is a great way of starting. And my God, is it fun. We had a little tournament between the 5 of us. I sadly only came second. So close to first.
You came second?
I came second, so I beat a whole bunch of other people, which is nice. And it was just genuinely, because I will tell you what I thought, it was genuinely fun. I mean properly fun. I was like, that was cool. I really enjoyed that. And I want to keep playing, which is why I think everyone was so focused on it for the day. So, what I've done, because this was quite a duel links... Nope, speed duels.
Speed duels.
I'm going to keep saying that a lot. Speed duels based event, because that's how it worked out. I asked our community and said, hey, any questions you have about this, I will try and answer them for you. So some are just simple questions like, well, there you go. I'll get you to read the first one.
I'll read other questions and just answer them.
From Twitter.
So yeah, it's on Twitter, @WillDees. So is it essentially duel links for the TCG?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty
much. They said, they looked and went, this is cool. We can do this.
We can make a physical version of this.
And that's what they've done.
Which will help, hopefully, new players get into the game.
And also, it's a nostalgia trip.
Absolutely.
Good Lord, it's a nostalgia trip. Seeing some of those old cards and going, oh my God, I haven't played with this for years.
It's not even just the old cards. It's like, you have the skill cards. And they all have a character from the anime on there, which is very much like Duel Links. Obviously, you have the skills and the characters you pick.
Your deck and theme is all based on that.
So,
which I think we'll get to with someone else's question they say about,
but like, it's definitely a nostalgia thing, because you see all those characters you're familiar with, especially if you watch the anime.
Right, next question, please.
Yeah, from J-Day on our Discord. Would you actually go out of your way to play speed duels over regular duels?
I think it depends. In honesty,
depends on your mood.
It depends on my mood. It is pure fun. I'll probably play it along the same times. Like, I think, right, who wants to play some speed duels today? Who wants to play some regular Yu-Gi-Oh? And we'll just go from there. And I will be buying all the bits and bobs. So if other people don't, I go, hey, here's a deck, play me. Yeah. Because I want to play. It's that much. It is that much fun.
And like, because the first two deck boxes come with 3.
Yes.
They'll jump 2 or 3.
It's 3 starter decks inside of each box, which there's 2 boxes. Okay. I got it written down here. Where's it gone? I've lost it. There is Destiny Masters and Duelists of Tomorrow. It's essentially like 2 starter decks, but in each one you get 3 20-card starter decks, except for the one that has Joey, has 23, because he's the only one with any extra deck monsters.
Of course. Which actually
is Fusion.
Oh, it's Flame Swordsman, probably.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
There was one, the old dragon one. What's it called?
Oh, Thousand Year Dragon.
Yeah, that's in there.
Thousand Dragon.
Time Wizard.
Yes.
And that worked to my advantage. I wasn't using it. It worked against my opponent. It was wonderful. It was wonderful.
Good old Time Wizard.
Right, next.
Yes. KJ from YouTube. Can cards be added to the deck from the current format we play now?
No. On the actual cards for Speed Duels, right in the text, it actually says Speed Duels. It's kind of like slightly embossed, kind of slightly foily, kind of catches the light, essentially. They're the only cards that can be used in Speed Duels, but you can use Speed Duel cards in the regular Yu-Gi-Oh game.
It's
mainly because they're old cards.
Yeah. I think for now, at least as a starting point, it makes sense, just because there's a lot of powerful cards in the current main game.
It would be ridiculous. It would destroy the game instantly.
Yeah, I think that's what they're trying to avoid. They want to let it grow on its own. Maybe in the future, maybe they will.
Well, I think that might be aching towards the next question, so let's move on to
that. From Discord again, from J-Day. Do you think Konami is going to continue to support the game type in the future? And the second question on that, and do you think it'll be wise for Konami to keep pushing speed dueling going forward?
Alright, so from what they were telling me, yes, they are looking to support this game quite a bit. They've already announced the first expansion for it. So past the actual starter decks, there is the, what's it called? The Arena of Lost Souls booster set, which comes with 50 cards, of which 45 are regular everyday cards.
34.
No, 45 cards. And 5 new skill cards. Read the bit I'm reading. I'll get to the comments in a minute. So there's 5 new skill cards, 3 of which belong to a new character, and that's Bones. Then there's 1 for Yugi and 1 for Ishizu. And then there's 34 common cards, 8 super rares and 8 ultra rares. So you are getting the rarities in there as well. The ones I play with were just what's the word I'm looking for? Prototypes. So there's no rarities in them. So I can't say what's going to be what. I think it's safe to say you're probably going to get your big boys are going to be your ultra rares and such like that.
Yeah.
I don't expect to see too many ultra rares because it's a starter set.
Okay, and what about the second part of the question?
Do you think it'd be wise for Konami to keep pushing speed dueling forward? I think so, yes. Because I don't know how quickly they're going to do it, because I'm not sure as to exactly when the Arena of Lost Souls comes out. But it's essentially like starting again. That's the way I'm looking at it. And so it's a nice, slow plot, as long as they don't introduce too much at once. Just kind of keep going, introduce new characters. Like Duel Links, I think every year they've introduced a new format, essentially. So we've got onto the Synchros now from the 5Ds.
Yeah.
Which has added a new thing to it. And that's taken 3 years to get to that point.
Yeah, I think they're going to follow a similar thing. At least that's what it seems like.
It may do.
But whether or not it'll take 3 years is a different question.
I don't know. They couldn't expand on that. They just told us they have plenty of support for this. They really are going to focus on this, along with the main Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. As you can tell from the awesome Dual Power set that was announced the other day. Oh, good God. Oh, that's the set of 2019 right there.
It's not even 2019 yet.
I know. Right, what's next?
Dan John from Discord. Do you feel that Konami are looking at running Speed Duels as an extension to the advanced format with their own YCS level tournaments, or is it more focused at Dragon Duels / side events? because that's the one thing I keep thinking when I see speed duels.
Right, so they didn't mention exactly what they're planning on doing when it comes to tournaments. I think someone may have mentioned something and they kind of like skirted around the subject. But as far as I can tell, it's going to be side event stuff. Much like, I think at the moment, you know, oh my goodness, what's it called? Duel Links. I've locked out my brain now. Duel Links, like when you go to YCS, is there
as
like
a side event
type thing.
Yeah, it makes...
But I won't be surprised, much like Duel Links, they will have, at some point in the future, not yet, their own World Tournament at the World Tournament, if that makes sense.
Like a mini one, like a smaller scale one at the main tournament.
I'm sure Duel Links has its own little World Championship event that happens at the same time as the main World Championship event.
It's possible.
I don't know if that's going to happen soon, or just later down the line, or whether they're going to bother with that at all. They haven't said, but I think it will be there as a side event to kind of get you to learn how to play and enjoy it.
I think it would work as a side event, just because, you know, it's the idea of it being like a slightly simpler, easier to get into sort of game. So as a sort of side event for like more casual players, if they happen to be there with a friend, maybe not necessarily all that interested in YuGiOh, might be able to like play and maybe fall in love with the game that way. So it could be good.
Yeah.
JD from Discord again. Sorry, why would I buy the Destiny Masters decks when I could buy the much superior Duelists of Tomorrow deck?
Now, I can understand why you would think the Duelists of Tomorrow decks were superior, because well, you get your Blue Eyes stuff for starters. And
Sword's cool.
I saw some horrific OTK happen with that, and I was like, oh my god, that's monstrous. But when you got into consideration, you only have 4,000 life points rather than 8,000. It's a bit easier to do an OTK in that sense.
Absolutely, yeah. It
doesn't happen very often, but I did see it happen. I was like, oh, blimey. And, of course, you forget about the Joey one. Yeah, Joey deck. Never interested in a Joey deck. But,
and that's why I run on Duel Links.
But the My one is quite an interesting deck, because it's an Amazonis / Harpies. And it's interesting, which I'll get to in a minute with the next question. But why you might want to consider the Destiny Masters decks. One, YuGiMoto. I mean, was it Yami Yugi? I couldn't.
Yami Yugi.
I think it's Yami Yugi. Yeah. I played with that in the 5-player tournament and came second. I really lost to the guy who came first.
And what was he running?
Which I'll get to in a minute. It was just pure fun, and I think I managed to get a Dark Magician out turn 1, and I was like, what is this game? It's just madness. And I think I got the quick crowd on it, so it was like 3,000 attacks, so and I went first as well, so that was nice. That was pretty cool. And Ishizu as well has some interesting powers, like her one skill card,
Millennium Necklace.
Millennium Necklace kind of lets you see the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck
and rearrange it.
And rearrange it in any order you want. So you're like, I know what's going to happen next. Crack on, buddy. And
she runs Gravekeepers.
Gravekeepers, exactly. You know, they are a pain in the backside.
Yeah, I think it might seem on like paper the one set is better than the other, but
have a play and decide for yourself, essentially.
But like this stuff, yeah, getting the first one, you'll get some good skill cards out of it. I mean, Pegasus's Millennium Eye skill card from Destiny Masters lets you at the big start of the duel look at your opponent's hand. If you don't like it, shuffle it.
Yeah.
And if you think, oh no, that's actually pretty bad, yeah, you can keep it.
Yeah, exactly. Which is what happened to me, and then it was a really good hand for me. So they made a mistake.
Yeah, that's based on your own game knowledge.
It was, yeah. And then the last question.
Yeah. Wasabi Gamer from YouTube. What deck do you think is the strongest at the moment from all 3 decks?
My Valentine's.
The Harpy Amazonis.
The Harpy Amazonis is just...
Is that just because of the skill?
The skill, which lets you... there's 3 skills to choose from, but the one that
the main one
the most was... If you've got an Amazonis and a Harpy in your hand, you can draw a card.
And then if you control one
of each, you can draw 2 cards. And it just stacks the hand with crazy stuff.
And yeah, you can use both those skills once per duel. So you don't get to choose one. You can have them both in your hand, draw a card, and if you can get them both from the field in the same turn, technically, you can get another 2.
Yeah, yeah. It was just, I think that happened to me. I'm not sure. No, they weren't able to do both. There was one after together. But yeah, Yeah, I think that is potentially the strongest one. So whereas people probably think, Kaiba's going to be the strongest. Blah.
That's just because of his ego.
Plus, you got a 3,000 attack monster. It's really not. It's Mize. It's monstrous.
That's right. I'll make Joey the best.
Plus, I'm going to be buying both packs to get all 6 decks. One to unbox, obviously, so I can see all the rarities and go. There we go.
Look forward to that.
Yep, that's coming end of January. I can't remember when it's out now.
Sounds about right.
Let me find out. So yeah, it's out 24th of January. So expect us to maybe have it a little bit earlier as per normal. And I will be expecting on the 24th, because I always play against my buddies, to have a fun little tournament playing against each other.
I'm up.
We'll just randomly choose a deck. We'll do it by chance and go from there. It's going to be fun. I'm going to have so much fun playing that. It's going to be great.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm just hope I get, it's a good way to play it. Is learn and force people to play it, and maybe they'll like it.
I mean, some people may not. They may not. They may prefer that having a full 40-card deck with 8,000 life points, and so be it. I had genuinely good fun. I know they invited me along and they gave me a big bag of goodies to unbox, which you'll see later on. But it that did not cloud my judgment at all. I enjoy myself.
Yeah.
And I will when it comes out as well.
Would you say part of that, the reason why you find it so fun, is because, given its namesake, speed duels, the games are quite quick.
They were quick.
So you can get through a full not relatively quick. It's not no long winding turns, waiting for your opponent to do something.
No, definitely.
Which I think would make it more enjoyable. And I'm looking forward to it.
Cool. I am glad, because I am too. That's pretty much it. I said I was going to ask a lot of questions about lots of different things. I put on YouTube, say, hey, I'm going to ask some questions, give me some. And didn't ask a single one. Because, one, I didn't get any notifications about it, curse you, YouTube. But also, I was quite nervous. It's my first time there. I was like, speed duels. Oh, these are fun.
Mike's a shy guy.
I am a shy guy, which is why you haven't seen me on camera yet. I was going to do that during this event, and then I didn't. And I kind of wish I did, because it'd be much easier to film this than rather than after the fact. But I can have a discussion with you and tell people things.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there we are. So, expect this next week to consist of a few unboxings of a big, gigantic red bag of goodies. So, look forward to that. I'm looking forward to speed duels. But until next time, it is goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me.
See ya.